All right. Yeah. So, tell me about what you remember about your father. I know you already texted it to me, but just all of his achievements, just anything.
My dad was a hard worker. He was very strict. He's the oldest of 3 sons. He was a freshman at A&M at 15 years of age. Got halfway through flight training at 16. They closed the flight school. He finished the war fighting under General Patton in the 3rd Army. Actually experienced and lived the Saving Private Ryan experience. Didn't talk much about it growing up. He said, "You've always asked me growing up about what the war was like." He said, "This is the closest thing to the real thing," and lost a lot of friends. He was thankful he made it through.
You want to tell the little story about the tank?
Yeah, one of the stories, he jumped on a German tank, opened the hatch, threw a grenade in, and as he was jumping off, the guy that was covering him with the automatic, referred to as a BAR, Browning automatic rifle, fired a shot. It went through its pants leg, missed blowing his leg off by an inch or a half inch or so. He showed me the pants one day. And then another time they were in a ravine, he and a squad, and they were literally yards from a German tank that came over the hill, and they could hear the cannon or the gun ratcheting around to fire on him. He said he never ran so fast in his life with a backpack and mud. He said he thought he set a new land speed record. He was about to get blown away.
And this was in
World
Normandy?
War II.
And,
yeah, in France. And he stayed with, kind of like the movie Inglourious Bastards, he stayed in a French house with a family for a day or two. They were on patrol, and they knew he was from, they had heard about Duval County and all of the political going-ons there. They heard about it in France, all the way across the world, so to speak.
So Duval County, was that
That's
part
the
of...
town he grew up in, San Diego, Texas, and that's where my grandfather had a business called the Ducks Quack Inn, and it was a combination service station, motel court, and restaurant. And my dad and his 2 brothers ran the business, and so he was a businessman before he got out of high school, and he was also a musician. My dad and his 2 brothers actually played on the radio. One played the piano, one played the trumpet, and the other one played the sax or something. And I don't even know the name of the radio show they performed on.
All right.
That's where you get your musical talent, I guess.
Interesting. That's cool. So Duval County, is that...
That's where the ancestors
is that
settled.
The land grant?
That's where the land grants were issued from the King of Spain in 1794, and our ancestors settled in South Texas. And actually, our ancestors fought the Indians 1 or 2 generations till things calmed down a bit.
The Native Americans, or just like...
Yeah.
Do you remember what tribe or anything?
Do what? I don't remember. Maybe Comanches. I'm not sure of all the tribes. But there was also a legend of buried gold that the conquistadors had buried 2 wagon loads of gold somewhere around this Chilipatine Creek, and my grandfather would take a lantern and shovel at night and go dig it, hoping he'd find it. But over the course of centuries and hundreds of years, the creek has changed its course, so it's yet to be found.
Wow.
There's gold buried there.
Gold quarrying guy.
Yeah, and it's also San Diego, Texas. Duval County is where LBJ got his start in politics. There were mysterious 2 write-in votes that got him elected, and when the reporter went to do a story on it, he disappeared, never to be seen again, because those 2 write-in votes were people that were dead. That was part of George Parr's politics. So LBJ was not real honest in getting elected.
No, most politicians. All right, but your great great grandparents. They're the ones who got the Inquisition or the right.
Yeah, well, the reason, yeah, our ancestors in Spain were originally Jewish, and at the time of the Inquisition changed to Catholicism to save their necks.
Do you remember what their
I don't remember any particulars.
what their name? Like you said, one of the 12.
Those.
All that. Okay.
Yep.
And that about wraps it up. Thank you.
Okay, awesome.